Hey everyone, welcome to InstruFusionYT. If you're curious about electronics and how resistors help protect your circuits, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the basics of resistors and why they're a must-have in every circuit. By the end of this video, you'll know not only what resistors do but also how to pick the right one to keep your projects safe. So let's get started. What is a resistor? A resistor is an electronic component that limits or resists the flow of electrical current in a circuit. By adding resistance, it controls how much current can pass through. This is important because if we allow too much current to flow, certain parts, like LEDs, could burn out. Think of resistors like speed bumps on a road. Without any speed bumps, cars, or current, can race through unchecked, which could lead to problems. Adding speed bumps slows the traffic, controlling the flow, just like a resistor manages the current in an electrical circuit. Why resistors are important: protecting components. In electronics, many components have specific current or voltage limits. If we exceed these limits, the components might overheat or get permanently damaged. Using a resistor is a way to protect them, especially when using something sensitive like an LED. To see what can happen without a resistor, let's look at a quick simulation. Here's an LED connected to a power source without a resistor. Notice how the LED flickers and eventually burns out. That's because too much current is passing through. Now, let's add a resistor and see what happens. You'll see the LED stays at a safe brightness without overheating. This is the resistor's job in action. Introducing key variables and using Ohm's law. When designing a circuit, we can calculate the exact resistance needed for safe operation. Here's where Ohm's law comes in. It tells us the relationship between voltage, current, and resistance. The formula is voltage, V, equals current, I, times resistance, R. To protect an LED, we need a current-limiting resistor. We want to keep the current within a safe range for the LED. Let's break down the key values we need to find the correct resistor. V supply. This is the voltage of our power source. Today, we'll use a 9-volt battery as an example. V, LED. This is the forward voltage drop of the LED, which we can find on its datasheet. For this example, let's use 2 volts. I, LED. This is the maximum current the LED can safely handle, usually around 20 milliamps, or 0.02 amps. Let's go through an example. We're working with a 9-volt power supply, a red LED with a 2-volt forward voltage, and we want to limit the current to 20 milliamps. Using our formula for resistance. R equals V supply minus V LED divided by I LED. We get R equals 9 volts minus 2 volts divided by 0.02 amps equals 7 volts divided by 0.02 amps equals 350 ohms. So, we would use a 350 ohm resistor to keep the LED safe. Power rating of resistors. Another important aspect is the power rating of the resistor. If the resistor isn't rated for enough power, it could overheat and fail. We can calculate the power dissipated by the resistor using power, P, equals current, squared times resistance, R. In our example, with 0.02 amps of current and a 350 ohm resistor, the power is P equals 0.02 squared times 350 equals 0.14 watts. So a 1/4 watt resistor would be more than enough here. How to check resistor values. If you have a multimeter, you can measure the resistance value directly. But if you don't, you can check the resistor's color bands, which represent numbers. This is something I'll cover in my next video to help you decode resistor values with just the colors on the resistor. So what is importance of choosing the right resistor? By using the right resistor, we protect our components and keep our circuit safe. Today we covered how to calculate the needed resistance for an LED, check power ratings, and ensure everything runs smoothly. If you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to subscribe to InstruFusionYT, where we make electronics easy and fun to learn. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helped you understand the basics of resistors. Don't forget to subscribe to InstruFusionYT for more beginner-friendly electronics tips and tutorials. See you in the next video, where we'll dive into resistor color codes.